Human. I hate human. They are so selfish. They're always thinking about themselves. Ugh! Well, guys, I'm standing here to tell you a story about the special creatures called enchanters. I will start my story with a long, long ago, while the eternal forest was the safest place in the whole world. A place where someone with special abilities could live in peace without distraction and went to hide from the people, including the enchanters, the most powerful witches who had been living there for a long time. In her view, humans were annoying creatures. They always got together, talk about important things, insulted different creatures, and assumed that they were the most powerful creatures in the world. Back then, the village was a very comfortable place for all creatures to live. But with human greed, special creatures like enchanters should leave the village. Well, they're not actually kicking her out, but enchanters keeping her distance from the human. The humans often saw enchanters as a threat. She was trying to be herself without deceiving anyone. The fact that enchanters wanted to live alone was far from fake happiness. Oh, I'm so glad to be alone. I don't have to be a human. I don't have to greet them to make friends. I don't have to pretend to love when I don't want to love. And you know what? Human. They also had made jokes. Duh. The enchantress hasn't seen humans since then. She thought this was the best place she could hide from them. Of course, due to one reason only. The humans' fear of her power. The humans saw Enchantress as a creature who would destroy the world, when all she wanted to do was to protect the forest. Oh, and in this forest also stood the tree of life, planted by Enchantress that can cure all kinds of diseases and improving health. She felt that it was her purpose to protect the tree of life and life of the world. Sometime, when she was feeling the energy from the sheets of the tree of life, someone came from behind the bushes. She was surprised. Whoa, wait! Who are you? Where did you come from? Are you a human? How can you be here? That girl came closer and said, "Hey, relax, don't be afraid. I'm only human. Just ordinary human just like you. Oh, I'm Stanley, by the way, and you are Enchantress, right?" "Yeah, I'm Enchantress, but normally people would be afraid to see me because I'm different. Why aren't you scared?" "I think it's because you don't seem like a bad person." After talking to Stephanie, Enchantress felt something else. She felt like normal humans are evil. And with Stephanie, the girl she met wasn't as evil as she thought. Day by day, Enchantress and Stephanie grew closer to each other. They became a best friend. Until one day, Stephanie took Enchantress away to her village. Though skeptical, but Enchantress tried to believe Stephanie's word had kept her company for a month. When Stephanie returned from the village, she was surprised to see the tree of life had fallen. She asked all the woodland creatures who cut down the tree of life, and they say the culprit was the humans from the village. Humans! Humans to ruin my tree! How cruel they are! Why would they do that? My tree! Oh. The raging Enchantress, she lost control of her powers. She turned into someone full of anger and vengeance. She went on rampage and destroyed the forest. Not only the forest, she also enters the village and destroys human houses. "I won't let anyone live after destroying my tree. Humans is the most evil creature that ever lived. Human nature, with a selfish desire to dominate everything, isn't fit to live in the world." "Hey, Enchantress! It's me, Steph! What do you stole it from me. Is that what humans do? Steal from each other? No, it's because we're afraid of you. Look at yourself. You're ugly, arrogant, freak, and full of ego. Ugly, arrogant, freak, full of ego? If you think of me that way, then people will have that trait over and over again in comparison to me. Go on living with that bad trait and you'll be killed by your nature. The enchantress just stayed her anger. It doesn't condemn humans to have bad traits. But after that, the enchantress was gone, and humans began to show their true nature. Justice, position, even power was suppressed. No one could believe each other. They lived with their own selfish lives up to posterity. Well, that's all of my story. Thank you and bye!